Drills Talk, episode 115. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 ways to self-discovery. This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled, How Do You See Yourself? That's a tough question for most of us. We don't really have to answer that question on a day-to-day basis. How do you see yourself? It'll cause us to pause. And I want us to have no pause after this video. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit back, relax, understand self-discovery, and be able to answer the question, how do you see yourself? Let's go.
Created by the great wizard.
Drills Talk, episode 115. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 ways to self-discovery. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, show your love however you would like to show your love. Here we're an entrepreneurship-based channel. Every Monday, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, I release a new Drills Talk. And I also release entrepreneurial videos throughout the week. Hope you watch those too. Let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is, how do you see yourself? We need to ask ourselves this question, not every day, but at least once a month, once every 2 weeks, to know that we're making progress, to know that we have an answer for this question. And it's well thought out, it's accurate, and it's honest. How do you see yourself? The first time you're going to pause, and then you're going to think about, what do I do? Because that's how we see ourselves. But there's more to it than that. It's more than what we do. What if we're unemployed at the time? Then do we look down on ourselves? Do we do nothing? It's more of the question of, what do you think you're capable of? How do you see yourself? You know? So if I see myself as a intellectual or a hard worker, right? I can say, okay, well, I'm a very smart person who knows how to work hard, who knows when to work hard, right? Who knows why to work hard. That's where the intelligence comes in, as opposed to just being a bang your head against the wall type of person, to where, yeah, you're a hard worker, but it's not very smart. You know, it's not very efficient. It's not the right way to go about things. So when you tell yourself that I'm a hard worker, what type of hard worker? You know, maybe I can be honest and say I'm lazy. I'm a lazy person. But if you have a little bit of intelligence, you can say I'm a lazy person, but I'm also very intelligent. So when I do get work that comes my way, I'm going to find the easiest, most efficient way to do it. Right? I'm going to find the easiest, most efficient way to do it. And I'm going to do it well, because it's not going to take me as much effort as it would a person who's not that intelligent. So you have to understand what your answer is. You cannot be so smart, but you know, I'm not that smart of a person, and not many people will be honest enough to say that, but I'm also working on it. I read a lot of self-help books. I watch a lot of self-help videos. I watch a lot of motivational things, and I believe that it's making me smarter. It's making me more prepared for what the world is offering a person who is not, you know, maybe easily considered one of the intellectuals or one of the smartest people when talking to them. So I'm trying to improve that. So that's an honest person, right? That's a person who always wants to be better, no matter what cards they were dealt. You have to be able to answer this question honestly. If you're not going to tell everyone the answer, at least be honest with yourself and what the answer is. You can clean it up when someone else asks you, but you need to answer yourself 100% the grittiest, you know, most honest answer, because that's how you're going to get better. Number 2. Number 2 is to set time-capped goals. Time-capped goals, not I want to be blah, blah, blah. I want to be blah, blah, blah by this time. And that's going to make your goals so much more accessible. That's going to take away a lot of procrastination. That's going to make sure you're on schedule as you go along through your journey to whatever it is your journey is, you know, 2029. Right? And at the time of this recording, it's 2022. All right, so you give yourself 7 years, right? You give yourself 7 years to be a very well-known author. Well, you're not going to release a book or release your first book in 2028 and expect that 2029 goal to be reached, right? So, man, if I release my first book this year and I release at least, you know, 1 or 2 books thereafter, there's no way I won't be known as an author in 2029. I'm going to, you know, maybe reinvest some of the money I make and make sure that I can blast out to as many people that I'm writing these great books. I have a history. So if you enjoy this book, maybe you enjoy the others I wrote. In 7 years from now, yes, that goal is obtained. As opposed to, I want to be a great and known author. And that's it, period. When do you write your first book? When do you publish? When do you look up how to publish? When are you writing down and jotting down ideas that actually turn to first chapters and then turns to an actual book? When does that happen? There's no pressure on you. For some of us and most of us, it never happens because we never set a time-capped goal. That is the key to self-discovery. That is knowing I'm going to do this because, one, if I set a goal, I'm going to also set a time, which means that it's time to work right after that. Self-discovery will say, okay, well, I haven't been doing that, but I'm doing it now. And then time will show you how much of a change that made, and you'll never go back. Number three is to spend time with yourself. Step away from the crowd, go in a room by yourself, think, talk. It's not that crazy. Everyone talks to themselves, right? Think about what you want in this world. Think about how everything's going. How much do you like the way things are going? Do you enjoy doing what you do now? If it's yes, it's great, right? That's cool. You're doing what you want to do. Perfect. Can it be any better? How could it be better? How are we going to make it better? Write that down with the time of when it needs to be better. Sit back and say, okay, well, what do I enjoy? What makes me smile? When I wake up, what am I excited about? What part of the day? Am I already fast forwarding to when my day is over? Is that what I'm excited about? Like, is it, kind of a Monday and then you're worried about how quick you can get to Friday? Or are you worried about missing something that you're excited about because something that you're not excited about may overtake that and take up more time? You have to know what's going on in your life. Recently I've been pretty excited about everything that's going on in my day when I woke up. So that wasn't always the case. So I would wake up and say, okay, I'm really excited about this meeting that I have. I'm really excited because today I have to actually start that new track. I'm excited about that. That's two things as opposed to zero in the past. It's like, okay, I know I have to do this, then I have to do that, and then I'm going to be in a drive and I have this commute. Nothing was exciting to me. But now, because I've set timed goals and I set that, what I wanted my life to be, I'm actually living it. Everything that I wanted is not there, but I'm living my life. Okay, I get to make this YouTube video. I get to help people. I get to take this class. I get to get this certification. I get to sit in a meeting with this person. I'm meeting new people. I get to have time to go on social media and scroll, but I'm scrolling based on things that I'm interested in my fields. So I'm seeing things in music. I'm seeing things in wellness. I'm seeing things from mental health. I'm seeing things that's going to help me with what I do on a daily basis, not just scrolling, looking at memes and maybe a quick laugh. I'll have time for that later. But right now I'm in, gathering mode. I want to be immersed in basically what it is I want to do because that excites me. That's what's making me get up and be happy. So I'm going to continue that. You can do the same with spending time with yourself, asking yourself these questions, setting time-capped goals, and getting to that life that you want. Number four is to look back at your accomplishments after you've changed your mindset. So you know what your accomplishments were prior, like where you were winging it. How successful were you? I don't know. You have to tell yourself that. But after you started paying more attention to yourself and you did the self-discovery exercises, what do your accomplishments look like, a year later? You look back a year and you say, okay, I had that mindset and I started, say, in March of 2022. In March of 2023, I'm going to look back and I'm going to look at every goal that I set and everything that I accomplished. And I'm going to say, you know what? This was the best thing that I've ever done for myself. Sitting back, spending time with myself, setting time-capped goals, being honest with myself, honest and open with myself, asking myself, who do I think I am? If I didn't like it, I can make myself a better me. All of that was necessary and free, which allowed me to go out and monetize whatever it is that I decide to do. I'm a happier person. And you know what? I'm going to share a couple of these things with my, circle, because I want them to be better people and I want them to be happier also. By all means, do that. And maybe even share this video. Drills Talk, episode 115. These are the top 4 ways to self-discovery. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.